Hello everyone, this is Ashish and today I'm going to talk about what you should be doing in the last 20 days. So I've been picking calls forever now, I'm like 2-3 years, but I've really increased the number of calls I'm taking every day. Since the last 6 days I've increased it to minimum of 4, so you can understand that in the last 6 days I've taken at least 40 calls. But I've found out that a lot of you guys are asking the same questions again and again, so I decided to make this video to clear your doubts. Now don't worry, this video will not be long, but it summarizes basically into these few things that you should be doing in the last 20 days. Now first things first, the last 45 days tips and tricks that I shared is still valid. Obviously it was last 45 days, it wasn't last 45 minus 20 days. It is still valid, you should be still following those tips, but here I'm going to discuss what you should be doing every day, because that's the question a lot of you aspirants are asking. So I'm going to answer that right here. Now a lot of you guys are asking me what should be my plan in the last 20 days. Now actually it is very difficult to generalize your plan. You might be undergraduate preparing with a coaching, you might be a dropout preparing with a coaching, you might be a dropout who has prepared with a coaching, you might be a dropout who has prepared with coaching twice, you might be someone in job, who has done coaching before. Everyone has different plans, you understand that, and that is why your call videos comes into the picture. Listen to those. Definitely someone or the other will have exact similar situation as you, and if no one has that, give me a WhatsApp message, we'll decide when we can talk. Now coming to the other thing that I can explain you, that is what should be your things that you should be doing every day, right? That is something which is common for everyone, because in these last 20 days you shouldn't be doing nothing. Like you should be having all day for your own. If you are having college, just bunk your classes, or most of you guys are having holidays these days. If you are having job, put all your CL and EL and just sit at home for 20 days. If you are at coaching, your coaching classes are still going on, leave your coaching classes, it won't help anymore, sit at home. So basically everyone has 24 hours. Out of that, let's be practical, you will be able to put 12 hours, all right, at max. Let's be practical, okay? You will be sleeping for 8 hours now, 7 or 8 hours now, no more 6 hours of sleeping. You can sleep more now, because there's something which we call sleep deprivation, and if you keep on continuing not sleeping much at night, that will accumulate. Now it's time to pay our debts. Now it's time to sleep a little bit more, so that when we go to that examination we are refreshed. Now you can sleep for 7 to 8 hours, don't exceed that obviously, so you can do that now. So you have 12 hours to study. Also you should be giving test series, and give test series exactly on that time that your actual gate examination is going to happen. All of you guys have seen your admit card, you know which slot you got, so you understand whether it is 2 to 5 or 9 to 12. This time it is shifted half an hour, so you understand when you can give, because biological cycle is a real thing. Your body really adapts to when he should be thinking, or when it should be working, when it should be sleeping. So if you're sleeping and waking up at 1 o'clock and your gate examination at 9 a.m, then it will be very difficult. You'll be feeling sleepy in gate examination. Okay, so what should I be doing in these 12 hours? Obviously we are not going to study at a stretch for 12 hours, obviously not going to study for 6 hours at a stretch, not even 4 hours, not even 2 hours. We are going to use Pomodoro technique. Use that. The only time you won't be using Pomodoro technique is during the test series. All right, so you can be doing that, and by now you might be so much accustomed to studying, you might be able to extend it to like 1 hour, but keep regular breaks in between. That will help you increase your efficiency and maintain your best performance. Right, now what should I be doing in these 12 hours? Basically divide it all into 3 parts. What are they? Number 1, revision of micro notes. A lot of guys are not understanding what are micro notes. Micro notes should be summed up in just 12 pages max. 12 pages meaning 1 page, 2 page. Do you understand? 12 page max. 1 page will be having all the formulas of a subject. If it is strength of material or material science, sorry, not production, it's a long subject, lot of formulas over there, maximum 1.5 page. Do you understand? This is what we call micronotes. Why do we need to keep it so short? Because we need to revise it every day, and we need to revise it at max within an hour. Okay, so if you are able to do that, what will this do? This will actually keep you in touch with every subject every day. This is not a semester examination. We cannot just focus on one subject. We need to be in touch with all the subjects at every time. This is GATE examination, right? So every morning you will be spending at max 1 hour revising this micronotes. If you haven't made it, there's still time. Make it. Convert your short notes into micronotes, or convert even your class notes into micronotes. That will do number 1 revision, and number 2 preparation of your micronotes. If you do not do that, 2 days before the examination you will be panicking like hell. It will be a very difficult situation. Please do it, otherwise that pressure will keep on building, that I want to revise everything but I cannot. So micronotes comes into the picture over there. Second thing that you need to do is give test series. Every day number of hours that is going into my test series is 3 hours in giving the test. Why? In some days I will be giving full length test series, obviously 3 hours. Other days I will be giving subject wise test series of my weak subjects, that will I will give 2, again taking 3 hours. 2 hours will go in analysis of these tests. At max 2 hours will go in analysis. What will I do in analysis? Number 1, find my weak portions. Number 2, do the questions that I was not able to do but are very well expected in GATE examination. Like, it is GATE examination level. You must understand the level by now, because you must have solved all the previous year questions. If it is at that level and you are not able to solve it during the examination, let it take even 15 minutes, but after the examination you are supposed to solve it on your own. Why? Because it will build your capability to attempt this question. Now it is taking 15 minutes. Again, if practice increases, it will take 10, then 5, and then by GATE examination you will be able to solve it in 3 minutes. That's where we want to get, right? So that is the other thing that you are going to do in 2 hours in test series analysis. Now coming to the third part, we are going to do revision. This is not the micronotes revision. This is the revision of your weak portion. The portion that you are weak in, that you have found out after the analysis of the test, that is the portion that you need to work on. If it is big portion, then take 2 days, like 2 days between 2 full length test series. So it will be taking like 4 hours of revision. This is the major part that you are going to be doing every day, and this part is going to become shorter and shorter as you reach towards the GATE examination, and then the practice part increases. Now coming to the point, from where to practice test series, obviously. Number 2, the star marked previous year questions, please practice those and get to the answer on your own. So just solve it as if it is a GATE question. 2 hours are left. What to do in these 2 hours? If you are at a very good level, all your subjects are over, then you should be using these 2 hours to have some more practice. This time is for practice. More you practice, more confidence you get, the better you are going to perform in GATE examination. So you can practice from previous year questions, get ES previous year question, GATE previous year questions, star mark, ISRO previous year questions, PSU previous year questions, civil services previous year questions. There are always more previous year questions, so use those for practice, and obviously you can give more test series if you have the time, right? If you are in a bad position, some of the subjects are left, you can use these 2 hours to eventually finish these 2 subjects, because a lot of aspirants are having weaknesses in maths and aptitude. So use these 2 hours to practice maths and aptitude every day. Maths and aptitude are subjects which cannot be studied in one go. You cannot give 1 day to maths, because you will go crazy that way. So use these 1 hour or 2 hours to just do those subjects. Like, simultaneously you can do those subjects and it will be finished. Now the biggest question that I'm going to answer is, at what interval should I be giving test series? Now different aspirants, different levels, it will be different for everyone, but one thing is common, that the interval that you have chosen, if it is giving you improvement in the marks of your test series, then that interval is correct. Otherwise you need to increase the interval, because what most aspirants are doing is they are choosing like 1 day, and that 1 day is not sufficient to work all your weak subjects, right? For example, you are getting 30 marks in your full length test series. Obviously you will need 3 days at least to strengthen all your weak subjects. Less than that will not be sufficient. So give that much time and then appear for the next test series. If your level is very low, like you are getting 30-40 marks, then what you need to do is increase the time interval. Only give like 5 or 6 full length test series, it does not matter, but you need to increase your marks, and the only way to increase your marks is to work on your weak subject. That's it. So that's something that's going to decide the interval of your test series. If you're getting very good marks, if you're getting 70 marks, then give everyday test series, no problem, and every now and then take 2 days, work on your weaknesses, and your marks will increase. But if you're getting like 50 marks, give 1 day gap between 2 test series, right? So this is the question that I had to answer. A lot of aspirants are asking. So you now know what you have to do throughout the day. You know what time interval you should be giving between 2 consecutive test series. Follow those last 45 days tips and tricks. It is still valid, and above all, in these last 20 days, stay positive. Do the best that you can do. It is still in your hands. I want you to put every last ounce of energy into this examination until there's nothing left inside us. And when there's zero energy inside, I want you to push some more, because as a lot of you guys might have found out, these examination proves again and again that your limits are much higher than you thought it was. We are comfortable under pressure, guys. I've taught you that. And I'm going to end this video with a beautiful quote by one of the extreme winners, Michael Jordan, that limits, like fears, are often just an illusion. I'll see all of you in the next one.